Oh, Mr. Lemieux, I see you've got your breast back on. I thought you had them amputated. Hey, that's a... Hey, are you kidding me?
I want the whole world to know you cannot punch or kick or push or hit a Rebel News journalist. You just can't.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Burlington, Ontario. And guess what, folks? There has been a new Busty Lemieux sighting. That is the shop teacher employed by the Halton District School Board. Sometimes he's Carrie Luke Lemieux, sometimes he's Kayla Lemieux. We call him Busty Lemieux. You might recall that back in February, he gave an exclusive interview to the New York Post, and he claimed that those gigantic Z-cup breasts, they weren't props, they weren't prosthetics, they were real mammary glands. Yeah, he started developing at age 39. And if you believe that, I've got a piece of infrastructure in Brooklyn that I'd like to tell you. In any event, the first week of April, he was at a Burlington shopping mall, and ace cameraman Lincoln J and I, well, we caught him red-handed. Check it out.
I thought your breasts were real. Where are your breasts? Why are you dressing inappropriately in front of children?
So there you go, folks. He either had those enormous mammary glands, which he claimed were real, amputated, or maybe those were indeed prosthetics. Well, folks, right now we understand from our source that he is attending at the Burlington Holiday Inn the annual meeting of the Ontario Secondary Teachers Federation. That's the teachers union. You know, the ones that are always going on strike every few years. It's for the kids, of course. We are going to hop in the Menzoid Mobile, go down to the Burlington Holiday Inn, and see what status Lemieux is in. Is he breasted up or is he breast free? Who knows? Maybe he's not even there. We're going to find out pretty soon, though. Let's go.
For investigations, so that as one of the core things that Cindy and I do is actually go through the grievance process. This was to actually give us...
Oh, Mr. Lemieux, I see you've got your breast back on. I thought you had them amputated. Huh? Why are you protecting a sexual pervert?
Excuse me. Why are you protecting a pervert? You can't touch me.
Hey, that's a... Hey, are you kidding me?
Get out.
Are you kidding me?
Get out.
That's a... Hey, are you kidding me?
Get out.
Are you kidding me?
Get out.
That is so bad.
That's assault.
I'm going this way. Go.
You have this is a
I need that person's name. Now
here right now. You have no right to be here.
You have no right to put your hands on him either, though.
Let's go. Let's go.
You need to leave.
It's a surprise. You don't have permission. You have to leave. Did you see him throw him against the door?
I was over there. I wasn't looking.
The camera saw it, though.
Okay, well then that's what the camera saw. But you have to leave. This is a private meeting, okay? This is a private meeting.
You need to leave this.
We're going out that way.
I want to know the name of that man who assaulted
We are
me.
escorting you out that way. So
I want to know the name. Why are you protecting a sexual pervert?
You need to leave.
Are you security or what? Okay. So you want to be in the video?
No.
And who are you?
No, please get up.
Who's this guy?
Security? I don't know.
Who are you, sir? What do you think of Busty Lemieux being protected by the teachers union?
I know what you're talking about. I'm just curious what you guys are doing.
Is there any reason you're following us?
I told you, I'm curious to see what you do next.
Oh, okay, we're going home. Okay. You're not a very smart teacher, are you?
Hi there.
Hey, officer, how you doing there?
Not bad. I
Good.
pulled you over because there might have been an altercation at the Holiday Inn. Do you have your driver's license, insurance, and ownership on you?
Yes, I do. Actually, you're right. Somebody threw me into a shut door. He assaulted me. We have it
Okay.
on film.
Okay, perfect. Can I just get your driver's license, insurance, and ownership?
Okay.
There's no criminal offense here. They were aggressively protesting abuse.
How you doing, officer?
Yeah,
how you
how are
doing
you,
there?
Dave?
Very good, sir. We are following the story You might have heard about him. He's a sexual pervert. David Lemieux goes by the alias of Kayla Lemieux, Busty Lemieux.
You're from Rebel News?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you the video. I was assaulted. One of those teachers threw me into a locked door. He also grabbed my cameraman's phone and threw it on the ground trying to break it.
Obviously, the hotel staff, they don't want you back at the hotel. Okay?
No problem about that, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Dave. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Blessed are the peacemakers.
All right. Okay, you take care, okay?
Thank you. You take care too, sir. So, folks, let's review what we just showed you via video. First of all, yes, Lemieux is back with the Z Cups. Funny that. We caught him in the first week of April when he was mammary gland free. Maybe he had another growth spurt. Maybe he had augmentation, the likes of which would make Pamela Anderson blush. But more concerning was the other teachers at the union. Did you see how they formed a circle around Lemieux playing the victim card? And yet we have a strong suspicion this man is suffering from a sexual perversion. No one for a second believes that those breasts are real. We've proven it. They go on and off because they are props. But the teachers protected him, and then they got violent with Lincoln and I. They threw Lincoln's camera against the wall. And they threw me against the wall.
Are you kidding me?
And they had the chutzpah to call the police.
Hi, I'm Ezra Levant, the publisher of Rebel News, and David Menzies is a great journalist who does it the old-fashioned way, going out on the streets where the stories are, real shoe-leather journalism, which is why he gets scoop after scoop. Look, people love David because he stands up for the little guy, but some people, mainly the people he investigates, they hate him. That's fine, but in Canada, you are not allowed to physically assault someone you don't like, journalist or not. That teacher, Jamie Mitchell, assaulted David Menzies. You saw it with your eyes. That is a crime, and it's all on tape. And I am not going to let that happen with impunity. We have hired a senior law firm in Toronto to do two things. Number one, to write a letter to the police demanding that they launch a criminal investigation into that teacher, Jamie Mitchell, for assault. And number two, we will file a civil lawsuit against Mitchell also. I want the whole world to know you cannot punch or kick or push or hit a Rebel News journalist. You just can't. And by the way, I think it's nuts that the school board would allow such a violent man to teach a classroom of kids. But then again, this same school board is letting Busty Lemieux parade his bizarre sexuality in a class full of kids, so they obviously have no standards. If past experience is any guide, we're going to need about $30,000 to run this lawsuit. If you think it's important for us to stand up for David's rights, please join me by going to standwithmenzies.com and chipping in a few bucks. I promise we'll keep you posted as we pursue justice. I refuse to allow any Rebel News staff to be assaulted. I don't care who they are or what their excuse is. If you hit a rebel, tell it to a judge. Help me out by going to standwithmenzies.com to stand with our dear friend and fight for justice. Thank you.
In any event, now we have a better understanding about the support of David Lemieux. The union has bought his story hook, line, and stinker that he is a transgendered person, even though he himself said in that New York Post article he is not trans, and that this is an example of diversity. And meanwhile, in the Ottawa area, Josh Alexander, for taking a righteous stance to protect biological female students at his high school, gets expelled, gets arrested when he tries to come back to his high school, and most recently, his parents, who have nothing to do with this, they are suspended. My final call out is to you, Stephen Lecce, the Minister of Education. Are you that testicular challenged that you can't do anything? You can't rein in these rogue school boards, these woke school boards? Because the lesson for the kids right now, folks, is act badly, you get rewarded, take a